Greetings and welcome back to the QuantumUnity of CARALOT channel. My name is James T. Griffin, and in this video we're going to be exploring portals 25, 26, and 27 of the 30 portals of spiritual sovereignty. Before we do that, we're going to do a quick recap of the previous three portals. Portal 22, as sovereign spirits, we acknowledge near-death experiences as real and valid experiences. Portal 23, as sovereign spirits, we acknowledge out-of-body experiences as a natural ability that can be developed. And Portal 24, as sovereign spirits, we acknowledge our natural ability to receive messages and communications from the spirit realm, commonly referred to as the afterlife. And remember, the spirit realm is our true home and origin as sovereign spirits. So moving on to Portal 25, as sovereign spirits, we acknowledge the existence of spirit guides and angels and our ability to connect and communicate with them. Now, over the centuries, there have been reports of spirit guides and angels providing divine intervention and saving individuals' physical lives in the earth realm in a life or death situation. However, in order for them to have a more of an active role in our lives to help us fulfill, maximize, and optimize our divine life purpose, we need to ask them verbally to give them the permission to be able to make more of a presence in our lives. So angels, generally speaking, are messengers of the one infinite spirit and divine creator of all that is. Spirit guides, on the other hand, are more personal to our individual experience here in the earth realm. So spirit guides are those who we can call upon to give us clarity, insights, and to open up doors of possibility and opportunity to help us fulfill, optimize, and maximize our divine life purpose. So spirit guides are more on a personal level, where angels are more on a general level. So some experience spirit guides and they might interpret them as angels or vice versa. These are two different forms of, I guess, life, if you want to call it that, and they have two different purposes and missions. Can we call upon them both? Yes. Can they assist us to help us fulfill our divine life purpose? Yes. We do have to remember that they need to be verbally asked to play more of a direct role in our lives. So we explore this idea of spirit guides and angels in greater detail in the book and in the upcoming course. So next is Portal 26. As sovereign spirits, we acknowledge the existence of the supernatural and paranormal. So myself and many others that I know have experienced the paranormal or supernatural. Some of these experiences can be unpleasant and uncomfortable, and some could be pleasant and comfortable. I have experienced generally the pleasant and comfortable ones. Now, I have experienced supernatural and paranormal experiences that some could be afraid of, which would call uncomfortable and unpleasant. However, I don't fear these experiences. I recognize them for what they are, and there were certain times where I was able to clear the energies and cause the supernatural and paranormal to go away. And there are some that experiences that are very potent where individuals need help, professional help, to help clear the energies that are causing the supernatural and paranormal activity. One common example is objects disappearing within your personal space and reappearing in another area in your personal space, and there's no logical explanation on how the object moved. I know many who have experienced these, and they know that it was no one in their household that moved these objects. And that's just one out of many expressions of supernatural and paranormal. I can share a lot of personal stories about that, which I will do in upcoming videos, and it's a very fascinating subject, I can tell you that. However, as sovereign spirits, we do acknowledge the supernatural and paranormal, and what can we do about that? Well, we're going to be sharing more about that as time goes on in future videos and in the upcoming course. Then we have Portal 27. As sovereign spirits, we acknowledge reincarnation back to the earth realm in different linear time periods with different physical beings and identities. So the evidence of past lives and reincarnation is abundant. There's an overwhelming evidence of past lives and reincarnation. I have had many approach me and told me they've had past lives with me, and they went into great detail. Although I did not have any memories of these past lives, what they were telling me very much resonated with my current life. Many synchronicities that they brought up, they had to do with my current life. So past life regression also has helped many in their current earth realm experience here. Now, I'll give you an example. There's some who have these bioenergy blockages that there's no explanation. They go to the medical establishment, they run all these tests, and everything comes back negative. They don't know what's happening. And they go experience a past life regression, and they experienced in a previous life something that was the cause of this and that echoed into this life. And they became aware of that cause, and shortly thereafter, having that past life regression, it disappeared and went away. It was clearly a temporary energy blockage that was an echo from a previous life. So many have experienced past life regressions, and many have had direct memories of their past lives. Many children have had that, and have met many in their adult life who have past life memories that are as fresh as they were when they remembered them as a child. So there is overwhelming evidence of past lives and reincarnation. Now, can we end the cycle of reincarnation and no longer come back to the earth realm? The answer generally is yes. Anything is possible. And that's why spiritual sovereignty, one of the reasons why it was created, so we can remember that we're sovereign spirits, we can fulfill, optimize, and maximize our divine life purpose. And then when we do that, when we transition back home to the spirit realm as sovereign spirits, there's a high probability that we'll have the choice of not coming back here and not volunteering to come back here. So we'll be able to potentially explore other realms in the spirit realm. So these are all very deep concepts, and they're all strong evidence that indeed we are not just only humans, that we are sovereign spirits from the spirit realm who've chosen to come to the earth realm to have a multidimensional earth realm experience and to fulfill a divine life purpose. So all these fringe concepts, intuition, near-death experiences, out-of-body experiences, afterlife communication, spirit guides and angels, supernatural, paranormal, and past lives. These are all fringe concepts out in the world of separation, the old paradigm, but in the new paradigm of spiritual sovereignty, this is our new normal. We are free to talk about this because it's all part of our multidimensional experience as sovereign spirits. So in the QuantumUnity of CARALOT, we are free to talk about all these because these are natural experiences of our multidimensional earth realm experience as sovereign spirits from the spirit realm. So, quick recap of the three portals. Portal 25, as sovereign spirits, we acknowledge the existence of spirit guides and angels and our ability to connect and communicate with them. Portal 26, as sovereign spirits, we acknowledge the existence of the supernatural and paranormal. And Portal 27, as sovereign spirits, we acknowledge reincarnation back to the earth realm in different linear time periods with different physical beings and identities. So, all proof positive that indeed we are all sovereign spirits having a multidimensional earth realm experience and not just only human. So thanks for tuning in to this video. My name is James T. Griffin, and in the upcoming video, we're going to be exploring the last three portals, portals 28, 29, and 30. So thanks again for tuning in. And by the way, remember, if you resonate with these, please like, please comment, and please share with anybody you feel is in alignment with this video and any of the videos on this channel, especially the 30 portals of spiritual sovereignty. So thanks for tuning in. Create yourself a beautiful day, and I'll see you at the next video.